Hi and welcome to Whiskey Shared. You're watching day 2 of my mystery whiskey advent calendar. I'm Toby and you're watching Whiskey Shared. Welcome to day 2 of my mystery whiskey advent calendar. If you've seen this before, then you can just skip straight forward to the tasting. Otherwise, the way this works is I have over 150 samples in my sample collection, and my wife has put together a blind advent calendar for me in the lead up to Christmas. So once a day I'll be blind tasting a dram and she'll put them in this blue Glencairn glass. The blue glass stops me from seeing the liquid and makes it more difficult to guess what it is. So the 150 samples that these have been selected from have been sent to me by people in the whiskey community. They could be bottle splits, they could be dram swaps, or potentially they could even be a few samples that I've purchased myself. Shall we find out what I'm drinking? On to the whiskey. Right, so before I start nosing and tasting, if you'd like to play along with me and find out what's in my glass when I do, then just keep watching. Otherwise, take a look in the description for a sneak peek. Let's start with the nose. Okay, I'd say this is sweet and peaty. There's definitely like a smoke to it. There's a hint of burnt rubber. There's vanilla. Possibly some jammy fruits, like red berries. But I'm not certain. Not certain if that sweetness is berries. A little bit yeasty. Definitely lots of vanilla though. Yeah, like vanilla custard. But that smokiness isn't massively dominant. It's there, but it isn't like whoa. Yeah, maybe more wood smoke and burnt rubber than peat smoke. Let's move on to the palate. Okay, so this is nice. It's light and sweet with a hint of smoke, but as soon as you swallow it, there's like lots of wood smoke. It really does waft over the palate really nicely. And with that, it leaves this really sweet vanilla layer that just sits on the tongue. Really is nice. I'd say it's quite light on the palate though, but that wafty smoke is really, really nice character with this. Let's have another sip. Yeah, I think this is good balance. The level of sweet and smoke is really, really nice. It's not too dominant. It's almost like you know when you've got a stick that's been in a fire and it's still heavily smoking, but it isn't really alight. That sort of smoke it gives off. That's the smoke that's wafting over my palate, and that sweetness is just ever present on the tongue. It really is lovely. It's like icing sugar. Really is lovely, but it is quite a light dram. It's not very oily, not very viscous. It doesn't feel like there's much texture or or sort of grip with this, but the way it clings to the palate afterwards in terms of flavours really is impressive. In terms of ABV, I'd say it's probably quite light, maybe no more than 46%. And in terms of finish, I'd say there's that vanilla, that icing sugar. There is that wafty wood smoke, and possibly some charred oak in with that, but it's really difficult to distinguish between the two with that smoke. If I had to guess, I'd say this is most likely an Islay Scotch whisky, but well, there are other people doing stuff with, wood smoke and peat smoke, especially the likes of the Swedish. So potentially it could be from somewhere else, but it's really is nice, and I'd be interested to find out what it is. Shall we find out what's in my glass? Right, so it is an Islay. It's Laphroaig Select. It's only 40% ABV, and it was sent to me by Johnny Haytham. So thanks, Johnny. Well, I've only ever tried one Laphroaig before, and that was the Laphroaig 10, and I was severely disappointed by that. I found the burnt rubber note in that so dominant and overpowering that, well, that's all I could taste. So this is a really nice combo. Okay, it's only 40%, but I think this, you know, if you wanted to do a night starting with peat, I think this is a great place to start. It really does set your palate up. It doesn't dominate too much, and yeah, I'm quite impressed for quite an entry-level bottling, and definitely I want to try some more Laphroaig. So thanks, Johnny. This was really nice, and hopefully I'll see you for day 3. Slauncher.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.